Okay, here's the 1 week update. So you can see we're starting to have a lot of green up back here. This area where the St. Augustine was, this is definitely taking off quite a bit. So about 1.5 inches, 2 inches or so in some areas. This oak tree is starting to definitely lose its leaves. And so I have to keep those off the lawn as best I can. So these past couple of days have been wet and dreary outside. Last night was around 36 degrees or so, and just really misty and everything, and it's been raining a little bit. I think we've got about 1 inch or so. Before then, we did have temperatures up in the high 80s again, and so I was a little bit nervous that I put this stuff out a little bit too early, but due to the watering schedule, early morning, mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and then right before the sun went all the way down, I would do about 15-minute blasts in all the sections out here just to keep that seed nice and wet. And I tell you what, after about 3 or 4 days, started seeing some shoots or the grass start to grow a little bit, and it started greening up at about day 5. Came home from work, and this thing had a nice green, new green hue to it for sure. And so in some areas though, I will say it does look a little thin, which was to be expected. You know, like I said, this is my first go at all this, so it's definitely a trial for me for sure. So what I did was I also took the bag of leftover seed inside and put it on the scale, and I ended up having 11 pounds, 6 ounces left over. So with the math on that, I had 50 pounds, so 38 or so left over and some change. With 6,800 square foot, you know, I'm looking at about 5.65 pounds per 1,000 feet is what got seeded. So, and it kind of looks like that in some areas. It's hard to tell right now with the Bermuda underlying right now and still greened up, so you kind of have to look if it's going to be thick or thin. You know, I can't really tell just yet, but areas in the back corner underneath the oak tree, that was my primary concern, of getting the grass established there. And then I think what I'll do is, when it gets a little nicer outside, I'm gonna come out here with the remainder of that bag, broadcast it all over the rest of the yard, and just start kind of filling in a little bit more and get that full 50 pounds down, and then go from there and just see where we're at. So guys, thanks for stopping by, and this was the weekly update. So next week I'll have another one for you, and hopefully we just have just as good of progress as we've had this week. We'll see you.